Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warzone, the last show before VRW tenfold, and we are supposed to be kicking things off with a ladder match, but instead, it seems like Jason Ramirez has something to say, and there he is!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jason Ramirez.
Jason Ramirez, who's set to go one-on-one against Mason Rex for the VRW Warzone Championship next week at tenfold. And the man has definitely had a checkered path to get there. And not even a second to get some words in. Here comes American Terror. Darren Troy, Sawyer, and Mason Rex in tow. They're here, and they are not wanting to listen to a single word Jason Ramirez has to say, it seems. Interruption after interruption, and it looks like PND is looking to even the odds. Jacob Baker and Damian Shelley of PND here to chime in on the conversation at hand. Coming to the aid of Jason Ramirez, PND is now on the scene. Well, hot damn! What a match to behold! But it doesn't even seem like nobody wants to give anyone a chance here tonight! From Warmongers to the War Maidens, the undisputed elite are here in the Warzone! Well, here's a team that is going to be definitely underneath of the skin of the undisputed elite, ladies and gentlemen. Absolution is now in the building. These War Maidens are becoming less and less of words and more of action as these interruptions just keep on coming. The Atomic Blondes looking to blow up the War Maiden scene. And things just keep heating up, ladies and gentlemen. The Tag Team Invitational in full circle here. The Valiant Flame here to come put in their opinion on the matter of all of these tag teams congregating with one another. What? What in the world? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Rose and Riley! The Night Sisters have returned to the Warzone! Two former War Maiden Champions! Two VRW legends are back! Holy shit! And this matchup is now underway! Never would I have thought we would see the return of the Night Sisters! Rose Knight representing this team! And a match will give a tag team an advantage in the War Maiden Tag Team Invitational at tenfold. Rose Knight has returned! Arguably the biggest story of the night, and there's so much more to unfold later on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be introduced to brand new War Maidens and Warmongers who are going to be fighting for the Plan for Gold ladder match, and each of those ladder matches is going to feature a VRW alumni, one that we have yet to see return to our screens since returning to the Warzone. Not only that, we have ourselves a trios match featuring the 6 Warmongers who are going to be doing battle for the United Revolution Championship. And already at the top of the ladder, Tori Doyle with Blondie Bombshell stopping her in her tracks here, now getting knocked down. Even more so is the return of Set in Stone. Marissa Bear introduced by Sammy Stone, going to be a guest star in a returning Set in Stone talk show. And down goes Sonya Valiant. And Blondie Bombshell trying to knock down Tori Doyle from the top of the ladder. And now Blondie Bombshell is up there, now with a hold of the briefcase, but from behind, Sonya Valiant with forearms to the back of the leg. And down goes Blondie. But from behind is Dallas Cole, who has had a grudge against the Undisputed Elite for a couple of weeks now. Is really starting to see that neither of those teams are going to want the other team anywhere close to the War Maiden Tag Team Championships. And down goes Tori and Sonya. And someone who is completely an unbiased factor, Rose Knight, who is at the top of the ladder. No one tries to stop her, but here's Blondie Bombshell from behind, but Blondie getting clipped. Rose is up on the ladder all by herself. Sonya Valiant, what the hell are you doing? Finally making a climb to the top, and down they go, the ladder tumbling from underneath. This is only a taste of what to expect in the Plan for Gold ladder match. And we got 2 of those next week at tenfold. Brand new faces once more being introduced to the VRW Riots. As Tori Doyle just planting Rose Knight. Welcome back to the Warzone. As Dallas Cole lays helplessly on the outside. Tori Doyle trying to rock the world of Blondie Bombshell, but doesn't see or hear from behind. There's a waiting Rose Knight from behind. And from behind again is Sonya Valiant targeting the returning Rose Knight. And there you see the epic strength of one half of the Valiant Flame. Rose goes for a ride. And Tori Doyle now trying to take a shot against Sonya Valiant, but is tossed aside. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Blondie Bombshell kick to the legs of Dallas Cole, as Dallas being sent to the outside. And this is not at all where you want to be, especially when Blondie Bombshell gets a full head of steam. Incoming, intercepted by Dallas Cole, stopping the momentum shift. And Dallas, knocking down the former War Maiden champion, as Blondie Bombshell now is at the top of the ladder by herself once again, but the ladder tripping from underneath of her. Tori Doyle caught her out midair with a powerbomb. And now Rose Knight on the assault once again by Blondie Bombshell. Meanwhile, Dallas Cole sent to the outside. Blondie is just trying to clear the ring as it stands right now. And down goes Cole. And another drop kick moved out the way by Dallas. Going up against one of the vets of this entire Warzone, that being Rose Knight, one of our earlier War Maiden champions, now being introduced into the scenario where the tag team championships that have eluded both her and her sister Riley now not seeming so far out of reach. And inside the ring, Tori Doyle with a Falcon's arrow, as Rose trying to get back to her feet up on the outside. Kick to miss, such a miss. Both of these War Maidens missing some kicks here. And we just have ourselves a melee inside the ring. Out goes Tori Doyle once again. Rose Knight going after. Sonya Valiant here. Kick to the small of the back. Blondie Bombshell. Kendo stick to the dome of Rose Knight. Trying to wail on her now and got dropped with a clothesline. That's Blondie now trying to derail the momentum of the returning Rose Knight, but here's Sonya Valiant this time. From behind a little. Did get all of it perhaps. Off the spring. Boom! A little assist and a tiger bomb on a ladder. Bit of an assist from Blondie Bombshell in that exchange. I don't know who got the worst of it. But who would have thought we see a combination? Triple combination, there's a stir! Temporary alliances is something you will see common in matches like this. But when it comes to Dallas Cole and the Undisputed Elite, there's always bad blood, and there's the Blondie Bomber. Cole has been taken out of the equation once more. And now she's got the two blondes now. Tori Doyle from behind. Dropping Blondie on that leg. On a roundhouse to the small of the back. Meanwhile, shot to the ribs in midsection. Spray. Ball into a forearm. Great motion by Dallas Cole, but completely shot down by a ladder to the back. Now toss over the top rope goes Sonya. Blondie and Dallas left inside the ring. None of these four teams expected the Night Sisters to make their triumphant VRW Warzone return. Yeah, here we are. Now we got 5 teams gunning for the War Maiden Tag Team Championships. 5 teams involved in this Tag Team Invitational. You grab that briefcase, you get a bypass through the tournament. Meaning that you won't have to contend with the other teams until the championships are exactly on the line. That is what's winning this match for you does. An immediate shot at the War Maiden Tag Team Championships at tenfold. Tori Doyle off the Northern Lights on the ladder, and again the Fisherwoman's. And Blondie Bombshell just taking a load of assault here, ladies and gentlemen. And a stunner to Sonya. But Blondie, a glutton for punishment, going back after Tori Doyle. And a double X handle that takes her down. Kick to the ribs. Dallas Cole with another Tiger Bomb. And Cole just not done with Rose Knight. Sends her out to the outside. And now up on the shoulders once again. Tried to go for another Blondie Bomber. No. Dallas is able to find an escape. And now Blondie going after the left leg of Dallas Cole. You take out the legs. You take out the climbing capabilities. And that is desperately important in this matchup. And there's a freaking straight once again from Sonya Valiant that we have been underestimating since her arrival here in VRW. As you can see from the trifecta of backbreakers. Meanwhile, on the outside, Dallas Cole not paying attention. Now she is ripping the ladder away from Tori Doyle and blasting her with it. Sonya Valiant once again showing off just how strong she really is. Flaunting her strength off of this triple gut-wrench suplex. And taking down Rose Knight, who was waiting for a chance to strike, but Sonya jumped the gun. And from behind, however, is Dallas Cole locking in a vice lock on Sonya Valiant. Meanwhile, Rose missing wildly with that roundhouse kick for Blondie to capitalize. And I believe, dropping the ladder on the top of the dome of Tori Doyle now tossed. And not sure who hit who in that exchange, but from behind, Blondie Bombshell with a neck breaker. But still got caught. Corkscrew suplex by Tori Doyle and a stomp to the chest and sternum of Rose Knight. No pinfalls. All it takes to win this match is to climb the ladder and grab the briefcase dangling above the ring. They'll get your team a bypass through the Tag Team Invitational. As Rose and Tori battling right here with the over this ladder, and on the outside, Dallas Cole from behind to Blondie. Blondie able to capitalize and counter. Now the strikes are raining down inside the ring. Psycho driver by Tori Doyle. And Blondie now going back after Rose Knight with a Psycho suplex. But back comes Sonya, who puts her attention all on the ladders. A shot to the ribs. And once more, Tori Doyle with this kendo stick. Leading to the Undisputed Elite to do whatever it takes to win their matches. Can't say the same happened for Ruby Rebel last week when it was Marissa Bear who overcame the odds, being the dark horse of this tournament, who joined at the very last possible second and is now in the finals to face Sammy Stone for the VRW War Maiden Championship. Dallas Cole, on the other hand, has some bad blood with the Undisputed Elite, who now have to contend with more enemies on a daily basis. And there's been never more of a reason for Dallas Cole to be after Tori Doyle in this matchup. The blood mixing between the UE and Absolution is starting to overflow. And minor assist from Blondie Bombshell. Taken off the shoulders by Sonya as she's raging on now. Powerful with the strikes as well, as much as her grappling capability goes. And Ran into a brick wall. And a takedown! That was the beat by Sonya. And Sonya has just been on some kind of rampage in his match. And Sonya Valiant looking for a power bomb to Blondie Bombshell. As Sonya now has the ladder setting up dead center of the ring. Sonya making the climb. And it is Dallas Cole refusing to let Sonya rip it down, but it's coming down off the ladder. But Dallas now climbed up all the way to the top, all the way to the tip top of the ladder, trying to unhook the briefcase. But it's not going to happen. The ladder falling from underneath the Victorious power bomb shoulder. The left shoulder of Dallas Cole slammed on that ladder. And also coming down off the ladder that was right on the edge of the ring, Tori Doyle doing all that damage possible to Absolution, as we can see here and now. And shot. Ooh. Ladder to the face by Rose Knight. Back inside to ring now. A bully choke by Blondie Bombshell. Oh! Trying to choke the life out of Tori Doyle, but Tori able to wiggle through, find an escape finally out the submission. But here comes Sonya again. Oh, down! Thought the UE were the ones trying to take people out their careers early. Sonya Valiant trying to do the same damn thing. And the freakish strength on display once again, and a moonsault. Doyle is down. Cole making it back to her feet, kick to the ribs. Now off that springboard, taking out both Blondie and Rose. Didn't get all of it, but it was effective enough. As Dallas Cole now goes straight out to Sonya Valiant. As Dallas now with the ladder blasting Sonya, but got caught with a chop block by Blondie Bombshell. Stunner once again by Tori Doyle. And a Tiger Bomb delivered to Blondie Bombshell. Sets her attention to Tori Doyle and coming down hard on the ladder after that springboard forearm. But Stunner once again. And I believe it's safe to assume that adrenaline is kicking in for the Undisputed Elites, Tori Doyle, and a Blondie Bomber again. This time to Dallas Cole. But you gotta pay attention from behind. And Blondie knew what was up. And now is climbing to the top of the turnbuckle. Corkscrew Swanton by Blondie Bombshell. Now with the ladder in tow. Sonya Valiant and Tori Doyle on the outside trying to one-up each other. Dallas Cole came in just a bit too late as Blondie Bombshell picks up the win. And Blondie Bombshell has won the advantage for the Atomic Blondes. Ladies and gentlemen, action was literally all over the place in this ladder match, especially since all the hype was surrounding Rose Knight, who found herself surrounded by very dominating tag teams ever since her return to the Warzone. And Blondie Bombshell was sent for multiple rides throughout this matchup, but Dallas Cole being a strong enough vanguard to keep the Undisputed Elite away from having the advantage for the Tag Team Invitational. Just so much all at one point in time. But it seemed like Rose's return was nothing more than a catalyst to jump ship Blondie Bombshell to her victory in this match. Atomic Blondes got their bypass. They indeed will be fighting for the Tag Team Championships at tenfold.
The following is a trios frenzy match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in England, Tom Doyle.
From one hectic frenzy match to another. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Doyle was told by the Don last week that he will be fighting for the United Revolution Championship at tenfold. It was said by both the Don and Yasmin Mendez long ago that they would select carefully members who are part of the semifinals and quarterfinals be a part of this championship match, as well as the War Maidens too. But let's focus on the guys right now.
And his tag team partner from Maryville, Quebec, Canada,
Ryan's Warzone as well was a part of the quarterfinals, who found himself in a very difficult position. He had to either choose to be a part of the Tag Team Invitational or fight for the United Revolution Championship. Obviously, that decision was made abruptly, and Ryan Warzone now has an opportunity for singles gold once again. Kosuke Kurosawa was so close to being a part of the finals of the Warmaker tournament. Unfortunately, his opponent was Mason Rex of American Terror. Kosuke Kurosawa was extremely impressive throughout the Warmaker tournament. From his being goaded into week 1, then having to redeem himself and fight a way back into the tournament, fending off 7 other warmongers in order to get back into the tournament, only to find himself overcoming his quarterfinal match and then dropping the ball to Mason.
And their opponents, from Atlantis, Tennessee,
Well, Benaya was impressive in his quarterfinal matchup, scoring an elimination. However, it wasn't in the cards for Benaya to push through to the finals. However, he does find himself in his first ever championship match next week at Tenfold.
and his tag team partner from over in Kansas, Isan Indy.
And this fire sprocket, that being Isan Indy, one of the most unpredictable warmongers ever set foot in VRW. Man did an exceptional job in his quarterfinal matchup alongside Ryan Warzone. But much like everyone else in this matchup here, we're bound to see some flames erupt from this very ring at Tenfold.
Started from the bottom, finish at the top. I'm just focused on the moves. I don't really talk.
And here's a man who we all had thought was going to be the one to break through to the finals of the Warmaker tournament. However, Cam Hardy now finds himself fighting for a different championship, but the spotlight is still shining down brightly on this fresh new warmonger. In fact, all 6 of these warmongers, new and returning, have an opportunity to be the first person to win this brand new championship being introduced. A new integration of the former American Revolution champion now being named the United Revolution Championship. This is a trios frenzy match. First team to score a pinfall will win. And they're all ready. Eyes are on Tom Doyle, who was ready to tear the Don a new one last week, but somehow the Don was able to tame Tom Doyle. And already a cover by Kosuke Kurosawa. Referee's not paying attention. Now she is. Isan Indy making a save, but met a knee of Tom Doyle. And Tom Doyle had himself an interaction with Cam Hardy long ago, trying to draw some battle lines. Kurosawa being thrown over the top rope in pursuit by Cam Hardy. Isan Indy going back and forth with Ryan Warzone, and now turning his attention to Tom Doyle, who seems to be a threat in this matchup for Isan. And a cover by Benaya. Shoulders are down, and able to kick out was Kosuke. But is that a shovel? When the hell did we get a shovel underneath of that ring? But Benaya from that top rope and elbow. Meanwhile, Cam Hardy completely abusing Ryan Warzone. Meanwhile, inside the ring where the falls matter the most, Kosuke Kurosawa and Benaya, who has him up on his shoulders, dropping him down on that top turnbuckle. Snap, guys. Full Nelson facebuster by Cam Hardy. Ryan Warzone trying to take it to the Canadian here. Shoving knees into the chest and sternum. And Benaya being belittled and disrespected as Isan Indy raining down shots to Tom Doyle. Oh! And a takedown of Ryan Warzone. As Benaya, ooh, shot to the ribs in midsection. Benaya turns his attention to Ryan. Oh, but got caught with a chop by Cam Hardy. Bad misplay there. Now Cam has his attention back on Kosuke Kurosawa. Cam looking to fly through the ropes into a DDT, and inside and be diving to the outside. Synergy at their finest. But Cam Hardy having to find an escape from Kosuke. Oh! And from the top rope, Benaya. Off the shoulder tackle to Ryan Warzone. And now dropping some elbows. And oh, they're scraping the bottom of the boot to the face of Ryan Warzone. Isan and Cam back inside the ring. Tom Doyle meeting Isan with some kicks. But got caught, however. Isan Indy shoving it away. Kick to the ribs. Now looking for the double underhook facebuster. But Tom Doyle able to counter with the Alabama slam. Ryan Warzone now double knees into the chest of Cam Hardy. Flying through the ropes is Tom Doyle. Meanwhile on the inside, Ryan Warzone raining down these palm strikes. Cam Hardy having to run defense now. As Kurosawa sent back inside the ring by Benaya. Ryan Warzone with a Superman punch. Ran down punches count, and the shoulder came up for Cam Hardy. That too. Remember, this is one fall to the finish, and the ref is down. Benaya body blocking the referee, but she's got thicker skin than I thought. But down goes Ryan Warzone. Isan Indy now. Climbing to the top rope, and there's a Cobra clutch slam by Benaya. Shoulders are down. Hook to the leg. Referee is dazed from being ran over by Benaya. But that gave Tom Doyle the time to save. And now a crossface. Crossface to Benaya to force him to tap out. Benaya, however, with the will to fight, finds a way to escape. As Isan Indy now, ooh, kick to the ribs in midsection once again. Isan with the crucifix driver and a hurricanrana by Kosuke Kurosawa. Isan Indy drops him with a jawbreaker. Tom Doyle off the springboard European uppercut. Blocking the Boston apron, Cam Hardy neckbreaker, double underhook into a suplex. As Ryan Warzone now with the shovel. Still can't get past the fact that we have a freaking shovel underneath of the ring. People try to bury each other. Tom Doyle now made it back to his feet. Now with Isan Indy in his sights, turns him around. And now dropping out with an Omega driver on the outside. Barely protected flooring. And now Tom Doyle going after Cam Hardy, who blasted with the Boston Knee Party. And a kick to the ribs in midsection. German suplex. Great counter by Cam. As Kurosawa trying to make it back to a vertical base. Cam Hardy with a boot to the side of the face. Kurosawa gets dropped with a DDT. Meanwhile, on the bottom left hand of your screen here, you see Ryan Warzone raining down a strike of barrages to Benaya. And I think Benaya might possibly be seeing some red here. And it's stiff lariat by Ryan Warzone. Everybody just throwing these heinous kicks around now, tossing aside Isan Indy as Cam Hardy now. Off the schoolboy into a super kick to Kurosawa. And Ryan Warzone, flatline, oh! Warzone falling down in that shovel and is now using it as a weapon. But Asan Indy catching Warzone. Off the great counter here into a suplex of his own. Dropping him on top of Benaya. But Cam Hardy, ooh, still with the will to fight on the other side of the ring. And Tom Doyle now with Benaya in his clutches. Cam Hardy now off the wrestling takedown. And a lariat. Cam Hardy trying to show out here in this matchup. Catching Kosuke Kurosawa with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. And a German suplex to Ryan Warzone. And Asan Indy now coming to the A, perhaps. No. Oh! Final flash knee. And Cam Hardy is just feeling himself in this matchup. That'd be an interesting one to see one-on-one. Cam Hardy versus Kosuke Kurosawa. Set it up. As Tom Doyle now sit up the rampway. Oh! Not sure who nailed Cam Hardy with that lariat. Ooh. Elbows are being dropped here. Tom Doyle trying to make it back to a vertical base as Cam Hardy has him in his sights. But Tom Doyle with a spear! A wicked spear to Cam Hardy! As Tom Doyle now on a rampage. Frankensteiner! Meanwhile, on the inside the ring where this matchup can end on a moment's notice here. And you can see that there is indeed a busted open Benaya in this matchup now. And Kosuke Kurosawa with a ladder. Oh! That could have ended a whole lot worse. And the strikes are being rained down by Kosuke Kurosawa. And a kick to the ropes that might have agitated the legs and the knees of Benaya. Now getting ganged up on by Kosuke, but fights him off. Now stuck with Ryan Warzone. And Cam Hardy once again. Neckbreaker this time to Tom Doyle. As Benaya with Ryan Warzone from the top. Turnbuckle superplex. As Benaya now looks to put this matchup away. Ryan Warzone able to counter. As Warzone now goes in for a spear of his own. Now the cover. However, Asan Indy making a save. But Tom Doyle slams him down on that ladder off the German suplex. Superman punch to Cam Hardy. Set it on for Tom Doyle with a frog splash. The cover. Hook the leg. Shoulders are down. Cam Hardy with a kick out of two. That was nearly perfect for Tom Doyle to get the victory. Now has Cam Hardy up. Looking for the killer for your pile driver. But Cam Hardy chopping the leg down. And now a drop kick to the side ahead of Tom Doyle. That barely had any effect though. Tom now has him up. Spikes him down with a brain buster. And now that one might have set him up for success. Looking for it one more time. California pile driver by Tom Doyle. Cover. Into the leg. Shoulders are down. Tom Doyle with the win.
Here are your winners, Kosuke Kurosawa, Ryan Warzone, and Tom Doyle.
Things may have ended well for these three warmongers tonight, but next week it is every man for themselves. Benaya and Ryan Warzone being shown off in the highlights there off of a dynamic superplex by Benaya, but then it was takeoff season for Tom Doyle to see as much damage as possible, even being set up by Ryan Warzone off the Superman into the frog splash. And from there, Tom Doyle could not leave Cam Hardy alone. It took one brain buster, and then it was able to be hit. The California pile driver by Tom Doyle to get the 1-2-3 on Cam Hardy. Congrats to Warzone, Kurosawa, and Doyle. Could it be one of these three that end up as the first ever United Revolution champion?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Cronulla, Hawaii,
Lexi was a part of the final three last week in the semifinals for the War Maiden's Warmaker tournament bracket. Lexi was highly touted as one of the most gifted to ever join the VRW War Maidens since our return to the Warzone. Now finds herself with a rather difficult task and one-on-one competition here tonight.
and her opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana,
Jada Storm, who knows all about the Gift of Valor Championship, will love nothing more but to become a two-time winner of the Gift of Valor Championship. But it's not just her and Lexi Moniz that she has to contend with. Nero Helms and Cora Lee, who will be in action later on tonight, will also be gunning for that same championship next week at Tenfold. And that'll be a frenzy match unlike no other. Odd ensemble of War Maidens. Jada Storm unfortunately being thrown to the wolves of hungry, fresh, new War Maidens that she has to contend with. But right now, she just has to deal with Lexi Moniz getting caught with the Luthez and raining down the strikes as Jada Storm. Jada, a prolific striker here, cover all ready to kick off this matchup. And a quick kick out by Lexi. Again, Jada Storm, a prolific striker, a magician when it comes to the grappling and submission game as well. Now is seeming to be nothing more but a striking, dominating presence here towards Lexi Moniz. Clearly, Jada not too thrilled about having to contend with the championship that isn't the VRW War Maiden Championship, but it is a championship held by many. But the legacy of the Gift of Valor Championship all started with Jada Storm. Is it going to continue going further at the hands of Jada, or will someone completely new take the championship for themselves? Cover again for Jada Storm and a kick out again for Lexi. Again, like I said, this is a tall task for Lexi Moniz. Keep in mind that Jada Storm is probably still fuming that she is not going to Tenfold to face former rival Sammy Stone from the top rope. A leg drop across the chest of Lexi Moniz, and it has been all Jada since the opening bell here. Lexi finally able to get some offense in. Again, possibly an irate Jada Storm is what Lexi Moniz has to contend with here. Lexi probably just as mad as Jada Storm, if not matches the anger that Jada has been feeling ever since last week. Now tossed aside here, Lexi Moniz catching her, trapping her with a neck breaker. And now it's Lexi with a little bit of payback once again, raining down these bare knuckle punches to the face of Jada Storm. Jada getting some distance in between her and Lexi, got caught with a right hand, and now the striking combination on display here, and a knee dropped across the face of Jada Storm. Lexi Moniz trying to pick things up. Lexi knows her way on the top rope and springboards whenever she sees fit here, whenever it is necessary. Jada Storm cooking something up here. Oh! Knee to the midsection and a roundhouse to the back of the dome. As Jada Storm with a twister kick to the lower spine of Lexi Moniz. Now the cover once again, this time only a 1 count. And Lexi, ooh, getting caught with a drop kick to the side of the dome. And now Jada Storm locks herself in on the comeback train, flies in with a big time clothesline. Lexi trying to cut her off, but there's a clothesline return to Cinder. As Jada once again goes into the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down. And again, Lexi Moniz able to power out. Oof. A stiff kick to the temple here. Lexi Moniz twisted with a neck breaker. Dead center of the ring. Down goes Jada. Hook to the leg and a powerful kick out of 2 for Lexi, as she's starting to get frustrated now. Trying to realize that this is not a pushover opponent. And there's a spinning roundhouse kick by Lexi. Now the cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out by Jada. Power out, I should say here. And now off the lariat. Lexi Moniz trying to call her shot. Lexi trying to figure out what exactly she needs to do. Goes in, corkscrew, nose up and nope. Cut off completely by Jada. And now twister kick this time. Lexi was able to move out of the way. Drop kick turns Jada inside and out. And Lexi Moniz keeping up the momentum train. Oh! Knee trembler into the neck breaker. Now the cover. Hook the leg. Shoulders are down once again. Jada just barely able to get the shoulder up at 2.5. It's Jada Storm now having to use the ropes to pull herself up here in this matchup. Chopped off the ropes. Misses wildly. Oh, this is again Jada Storm just dancing circles around Lexi Moniz right now as she's catching these kicks now. Lexi possibly finding her rhythm back. Emotions are starting to get riled up here as Jada Storm now catching knees to the ribs in midsection. Oh! Drops her to the ground. Lexi Moniz now pinpoint focus in this matchup. And once again, raining down these heavy punches to Jada Storm. Now Jada finds some separation. Now toss into the corner. Jada Storm eyeing down Lexi. Off the European uppercut. Now tossed to the side from behind now. With a little bit handful of hair there. Referee can barely see it. A stiff shot now choking. Lexi Moniz not very effective, but it is wearing her down. Backbreaker into a flat line. And now Jada Storm lying in wait, trying to put this matchup away. Flips over into the unprettier. Now the cover by Jada Storm. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Lexi Moniz able to kick out at 2. But Jada Storm back at it again. Misses with the twister kick. And another drop kick. Turns Jada inside and out. Catches some punches to the side of the head again by Lexi Moniz. And this physical back and forth continues to press on. Jada now with a kick combination. Dropping Lexi Moniz down, and it seems like Jada has taken control of the matchup once more. Off of those kicks, but Lexi trying to fight for that control back once again. Misdirection into another neck breaker. And now Jada once again using the ropes to pull herself up. Lexi Moniz trying to feed off of the VRW Riots. And coming oh! Flips after that kick to the chest. Moniz now once again driving the knees into the midsection of Jada Storm. Now back to a vertical base. Lexi Moniz looking for another neck breaker by Lexi Moniz, who's going on the top rope. And Jada Storm being smug and brash. And from the outside, Jada went back inside the ring before Lexi could make contact. And kick to the ribs, and that might have cost Lexi some valuable time here. Whoa! Ran into a brick wall. Got again! Got caught with that spinning roundhouse cover again! Lexi Moniz with the victory over Jada Storm!
Here's your winner, Lexi Moniz.
That might be the biggest win in Lexi Moniz's career! Able to knock off a former Gift of Valor champion and Jada Storm! This matchup was indeed physical and very violent to say the least, but that is the stakes that are on the line always. The body and soul that takes the toll throughout the matchup. And Jada indeed put a lot of power into this matchup, trying to be dominating over Lexi Moniz, but Lexi just wouldn't quit. Lexi was not going to be let astray or intimidated by Jada Storm. And off of that awkward dive to the outside, we thought this was going to be the end. That shoulder tackle, and then catching Jada when her guard was down. That spinning roundhouse KO kick of Lexi Moniz. Now there'll be 2 other War Maidens involved in a Gift of Valor championship match at tenfold. But could Lexi secure an opportunity to do the same and walk out the Gift of Valor champion?
following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Well, Dan and Drew Fenwick, two who are relative to the tag team scene in VRW, looking to make it very clear that they're not going to be slept on when it comes to the tag team invitational. However, their opponents are pretty irate here tonight.
And their opponents.
Well, it is pretty fair to say that KJ Hunter and Ray Everett are not in the greatest of moods here tonight, especially after the declaration of war made by Damian Shelley, Jacob Baker, and Jason Ramirez after the show started. If you haven't paid attention to this show, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's main event has been made official. P&D versus American Terror, where the losing team will be excluded from the VRW Tag Team Invitational next week at tenfold, meaning there's a chance that P&D are going to miss out on their first ever premium live event here in VRW. Obviously, clearly, KJ Hunter and Ray Everett are justified in their anger and their frustrations, but P&D are going to have to find a way to find a compromise, especially for tonight, and if they even make it to next week. But for now, let's focus on tag team action. Starting things off is Dan Fenwick of Worthless Intent, and for P&D, it's Ray Everett locking in already. Cross armbar, trying to force a submission, and Drew already feel like he had to make the save, but KJ Hunter with a drop kick to take Drew out of the equation. Meanwhile, Dan trying to hold things down against Ray Everett here tonight. It's been a while since we've seen Worthless Intent in tag team action for quite some time. However, Ray Everett, KJ Hunter also steaming from the fact that they failed to move on in the Warmaker tournament. They lost both of their quarterfinal matchups here. There's a lot of anger and frustration that needs to be worked out for P&D in this match. But it can also work out in the favor of Worthless Intent if they use that anger to their advantage. And Worthless Intent, as technically sound as they come, may very well use that to their advantage. Ray Everett looking to go high risk. Already from the top rope, an elbow to the spine of the back of Dan Fenwick. An elbow that has been bringing a lot of success for some of these new Warmongers and War Maidens. Tag made to KJ Hunter with a boot to the side of the face and a high knee. P&D with the combinations already. And these are individuals who have been doing this all over the EFED circuit. Finally here in VRW, KJ Hunter flies to the outside. And again, it is the anger that has been fuming inside KJ, specifically anger towards fellow VRW legend Banaya, who had eliminated him from his quarterfinal matchup. And that kind of anger does not pair well, especially with a hot and up-and-coming warmonger like KJ Hunter. KJ at some point is going to be beaming that focus towards Banaya, but right now he's in the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and Drew Fenwick making the save for Dan. And while we're back on the subject of P&D, Damian Shelley, who made his VRW Warzone debut just last week, and apparently past 6 weeks here. Here's a cover once again. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out for Dan. Apparently, Damian's been bringing in the revenue for P&D, now owning a ramen shop, bringing in 20 grand. It is obvious from the reactions given by KJ and Ray. Money does not buy any kind of happiness or success. It only causes problems. And clearly there is a problem within P&D, but the lung blower by Ray Everett taking out Dan. Ray Everett now dragging Dan closer away from the ropes. Possibly trying to set up the end of the matchup here, but up on his shoulders, however, DBT, Death Valley driver by Dan. Cover, and there is KJ to make the save. But Dan Fenwick from behind him off the back suplex. And Dan, like I said, is going to take advantage of the fuming KJ Hunter right now. After putting him off of that DDT, Ray now back into the ring. Kick to the midsection by Dan. But was taking his eyes off the prize. Eyes off the prize. It's a shining wizard by Ray Everett, but Drew there to break up the pin. And there you see KJ, fierce and angered, but Ray Everett over the top rope. Suicide DDT on the apron. And Ray Everett now, look at the springboard, but got blasted off the apron by Dan. And Dan Fenwick once again going after KJ, but draped him over the ropes. You're not supposed to poke the bear, and that's exactly what Dan is doing again this time. Off the stunner, off the ropes, and is taking advantage of Ray Everett, who missed a drop kick. Now stuck in the territory of Worthless Intent tag made. Divide and conquer is the name of the game for Worthless Intent. It is working out in their favor. This is exactly what P&D didn't want to happen here. They need to get their head back in the game. Ray Everett now nailing off of that drop kick and now targeting the left leg of Drew Fenwick now. Wearing down the legs, you wear down the power advantage that this man has over him. Tag made now to KJ Hunter. As KJ's keeping his eye on Dan Fenwick. Man gets more angry by the second. And again, keeping the focus, damaging the left leg of Drew Fenwick. Tag made once again. Freaking tags being made by P&D. And Ray Everett now into the ground and pound. And now these unprotected elbows to the face of Drew Fenwick. And now Ray into the cover, hooking the leg here. Shoulders are down. Dan Fenwick was ready to make the save, but Drew was able to kick out of his own will. Ray having to now keep eyes on the back of his head, and a slug shot by Drew Fenwick, and now is stuck in a corner of Worthless Intent. This time, tag made to Dan. Ray Everett about to feel the same treatment off the back body drop. And Ray Everett able to make the tag to KJ. KJ Hunter now the legal man, but got dropped with a neck breaker right off the bat. And Dan now going to toss Ray Everett over the top rope. This could be the moment that Worthless Intent needed here. Up on the shoulders once again. This time with a release Samoa drop. With Ray not able to help him. Cover by Dan Fenwick. KJ able to get the shoulder up at 2. But Dan Fenwick not letting the momentum be wasted here. Down to the outside. Another elbow. And Dan Fenwick is feeling it. And now, stiff left hand to KJ Hunter. Now breaking the pin. Breaking the count of the referee. And once again going after the illegal man, Ray Everett, and KJ begging the referee's 10 count here. Now has his eyes set on Dan and nails him with a neck breaker of his own. And KJ keeping the momentum going, nails that Inzaguri tag made to Drew Fenwick, and now almost calm, but look out, Uranagi slam. Uranagi by Drew, cover, and there's Ray Everett to save this matchup. KJ almost snuck a victory out of Drew, But now Drew from the top rope, dropping the knee across the chest of KJ Hunter. And that was a lot of weight coming off the top rope. Kick to the side of the head by KJ, making the tag. Man needed a tag after that. Now drop kick to the side of the face. Sorry, deep into the shoulder. I'm sorry. Drew Fenwick. That's Dan now. Still trying to find his bearings on the outside here. Trying to bend the fingers, the digits of the hand. The right hand of Drew Fenwick. Tag made once again to KJ Hunter. And it seems as though P&D is using the anger that they got flowing inside them as fuel now. Cover again by KJ Hunter. And just barely the shoulder came up for Drew Fenwick. And now off the ropes here, driving a knee of his own across the face of Drew. Tag again, and this is a great strategy for Ray Everett and KJ Hunter. Making these frequent tags so that neither man has to be worn out more than the opposing team. Now another cover, this time by Ray Everett. Shoulders are down, and just right when the moment was necessary, Drew Fenwick grabbed onto the bottom rope, and the referee had to stop. Tried to go for that Shining Wizard again, but Drew Fenwick having things well scouted now. That veteran acting. And again, a long blower by Ray Everett. You can see the wear and tear that has been coming down on P&D throughout this match. And now bringing Drew exactly where he wants him. Shining Wizard! Cover again by Ray Everett, but Dan is there to make the save. Too close for cover here, and tried to sneak Dan. It didn't work out that time. And as Ray now tries to drag Drew Fenwick over to the corner here, breaking free of the hold, however, is Drew. And now has Ray up on his shoulders. Look out, drops him down off the flapjack. And now, oh man, Drew Fenwick trying to take some shots at KJ Hunter. I thought he was going to go for a spear. But a deep suplex by Drew Fenwick. Hook to the leg once again. Shoulders are down. And Ray Everett having to power out at 2. But Drew Fenwick knows exactly what he is doing here. So does his brother Dan. Tag was made. Ray Everett in a world of hurt right now. Misses with the super kick. Had it more than scouted there. Ray Everett now trying to bring some momentum into P&D's corner here. Tag made once again to KJ Hunter. Looking for something completely different here. Whoa! I don't know what to call that one, but effective as it was there. Just as effective as that Pele kick. And now KJ Hunter from the top rope. Man, looking to fly with the 630 splash. Cover to put this matchup away. And a kick out again by Dan Fenwick. But KJ isn't done. KJ isn't done. Implant Buster. Cover again. Shoulders are down. Dan Fenwick again. Aiming a kick out at 2.5. What in the world does KJ Hunter have to do now at this point? Man hit him with his 2 best moves, and Dan Fenwick is able to kick out of them both. As KJ Hunter continuing the onslaught. Tag made once again. And now the combination of P&D neckbreaker powerball combination. And normally they would have went for the cover there, but the anger is starting to take over even more. They need this to be more of a decisive victory. As KJ, shoulder, looking for another suicide DDT to Drew. KJ just doing whatever he wants at this point. drives him into the steel steps and from behind, looking for a dragon. Oh, a little blow! A little blow! Pretty sure that kick went where the sun don't shine. And the family jewels kick again to the midsection. Enziguri! Clearly the referee didn't see that happen. And again, another suicide DDT! KJ! The animalistic pleasures of dismantling his opponents right now. Still going after the illegal man. Now off the ropes here, frog splash! Delivered to Drew Fenwick. And Dan now trying to take advantage. Oh! Got blasted with a forearm from behind here. And once again, KJ looking for that implant buster. But Dan able to counter. And a neck breaker by Dan Fenwick. Clearly, this match is starting to be taken out of proportion here. KJ Hunter doing whatever it takes to be victorious here. Tag made to Ray Everett here. Ray now rushing into danger, now trying to break the digits again. And now raining down these punches straight to the temple of Dan Fenwick here, but catching Ray with a kick, and you can clearly see the damage being shown in the face of Dan Fenwick here, but Dan runs in with a knee! Running knee by Dan Fenwick! Now hooking the leg! Shoulders are down and it's saved by KJ. And Drew getting a hold of KJ, kick to the midsection, however, KJ Hunter now this back and forth, and now both of these teams are just going at it. KJ gets sent over the top rope, and Dan has taken complete control. Trying to go for that hatch suplex, but Ray Everett able to counter. There's a sling blade into a drop kick. And Ray now from the corner, PK! Penalty kick! And now, oh! Another shot to Drew Fenwick here, and an Enziguri! Down goes Drew, now brings his focus back to Dan with the Shining Wizard. Cover once again. P&D with the victory.
Here are your winners, P&D!
I would say that was a necessary victory, but the results clearly in favor of P&D tonight, but the methods that were used throughout this matchup was more than questionable. Both Ray Everett and KJ Hunter pulling out the stops, if you want to call it that. They were more than justified in being angry here tonight, but to do what they did to worthless intent was a bit much here, especially after these suicide DDTs to Drew Fenwick. And adjusted it in there. Drew was taking an assault throughout this matchup. But it would be Ray Everett with the Shining Wizard that would put worthless intent out of commission. Could this be the scene at tenfold for KJ and Ray Everett to take home the gold for P&D?
following contest is scheduled for one fall. What should I say first? Representing the Helms Dynasty from Wellington, New Zealand, Helms.
Well, Nero Helms has a grand opportunity come next week. She, along with 3 other War Maidens, are going to be doing battle for the prestigious Gift of Valor Championship that belongs to no one better than the War Maidens. Earlier we saw the biggest upset in VRW War Maiden history as Lexi took out Jada Storm in decisive fashion. But now we get to see 2 fresh War Maidens do battle here to build momentum towards their big match next week.
And her opponent,
Chicago native Cora Lee, looking to make a bigger impact in her career, in her early career here, much like Nero Helms, looking to become a champion within the first 2 months of her arrival. And it'd be no surprise that she, along with Nero, Lexi, and Jada Storm, would be selected and to have the honor of fighting for the Gift of Valor Championship. The championship that was defended by the likes of Jada Storm, Amber Young, and Suki, the VRW legend who decided to put down her laced up boots. But it only means that this championship is even more prestigious. And one of these 4 War Maidens are now looking to carry on the legacy of that championship. And here we go, right out the back here. Cora Lee with a low blower. And oh! Cora Lee trying to go with the high speed advantage here. And Nero trying to follow suit. Straight out the gate, a long blower, and tried to springboard Nero out of her boots. But Nero Helms trying to bring her athleticism to the test as well. And this will be a solid victory for the Helms Dynasty if Nero Helms is able to take home the gold at tenfold. Jackson Helms did an excellent job in the Warmaker tournament himself, making it to the quarterfinals. However, was not selected to be a part of the United Revolution Championship match that will be taking place as well at tenfold. 6 have been chosen, handpicked by the Don himself here. Bending back the arms of Cora Lee is Nero Helms here, shot with a roundhouse kick from ground position here. Now toss over and out of the ring she goes. And Nero now having to bring the fight back inside the ring, both missing wildly here. Kick to the midsection. However, Cora Lee looking for a tiger bomb to Nero Helms, and a quick cover, shoulders are down and a kick out. Could this match go as fast as it did for Lexi to take out Jada Storm, or are we about to see a classic banger here between Cora and Nero? All remains to be seen. These are 2 fresh, brand new War Maidens who are looking to step their game up. Oh! Cora Lee crashing and burning to the outside, and Nero Helms is taking advantage. Elbow after elbow, driving them down on the hard flooring on the outside. And Nero not looking to play with the referee's 10 count here. Oh, whoa, whoa! Nero trying to show off her springboarding talent, but there's no one to land on the outside. Now both War Maidens once again back inside the ring. Cora tried to go for another springboard, but got caught by Nero here. Kick to the leg here, drop down. Nero Helms. Oh! Rolling blockbuster by Helms here. And now off the flatliner, turning it into a submission here. But too close to the bottom rope was Cora Lee. Referee had to make the call here, and a drop kick. The spine of the back of Cora Lee. And like I said, these 2 are fresh off the rails and joining the VRW War Maidens, already making such significant moves. Both of these War Maidens were part of the semifinals of the Warmaker tournament. It only speaks volume of just how talented these two are and how much better they can get in the days going forward at VRW. As Coralie now trying to size up Nero House. Ooh! Elbow straight to the chest. I think she got it right underneath her throat there. And a swanton bomb for the top rope by Cora. Now the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. A kick out by Nero Helms. And Cora looking to fly all over the ring here. Springboarded in a 4-on-2. Coralie trying to mix in some of the tactics that she learned down in Mexico. As Coralie now looking for something different here. They haven't seen this before, looking for a Superwoman punch. And now Nero Helms aiming to capitalize here. Great counter by Coralie, however. Kick to the midsection by Nero. Back and forth like a pendulum swing here. And now look out into the pump handle face buster by Nero Helms. Now the cover, hook the leg, shoulders are down. Nero can't get the win. But Nero as persistent as ever, still looking to put this matchup away. Kick to the midsection. Nero Helms, the rolling and prettier. Cover once again to put Cora away. And a shoulder came up for Coralie. Both of these War Maidens looking to make a mark on War Maiden's history at tenfold. But first they gotta get past one another. Pele kick by Coralie. And I think Cora was trying to go for that Superwoman punch again. Misses with the tornado kick. But Nero Helms got blasted with an elbow from behind. Whoa! Ripcord into the knee. As Cora now looking for a Superwoman punch, however, instead looks for a PK. Cover again. Hook the leg, shoulders are down. Nero able to power out at 2. It's going to take a whole lot more than that for Cora to put Nero away from the top row once again. High risk district. Are we going to see high risk, all reward for the top rope into a drop kick? And Coralie, the highlight reel of tonight. And a spinning roundhouse. And that forces Nero to fly down to the outside. But speaking of flying, better get your high balance going, Coralie. Dive into the ropes. This woman doesn't know how to stay on her feet for 1 second. As soon as you turn your head, this woman is flying through the air. Coralie now with a single knee lung blower. As the referee's count continues to climb higher and higher. And another elbow delivered to Nero. And Cora once again, another lung blower. Driving the midsection of Nero Lee into the knee. Oh! Toss it to the barricade. Now bouncing her head off of it too. But neither War Maiden wanted to be counted out here. Cora back inside the ring and soon to follow suit is Nero. But Nero! Oh! Well, wait, she dodged it! Both women dodges into Curry's here! Like I said, this woman doesn't know how to stay on the ground. Phoenix splash! But Nero moved out the way! Super kick! But barely got all of it. However, up on the shoulders, there's a takedown! Coralie now! Lariat! Hook to the leg once again to put Nero away in this matchup. Nero got the shoulder up at 2.5. This back and forth affair is fierce. Coralie, tornado kick. Cover again. Putting Nero Helms away again. Adrenaline starting to sink in. Nero already back to her feet. Kick to the midsection by Coralie. Super kick moved out the way. Backhand chop. And now a snap suplex. Nero Helms has finally found her second win in this matchup and is now looking to take over. But now, kicked away by Cora Lee. Cora, however, lying in wait, looking for another tornado kick, but it was blocked by Nero. And Nero Helms, boom! With a running, jumping arm breaker. And Nero Helms, backhand by Nero, and there's another lariat! Covered by Nero! Cora is able to get the shoulder up again. This is a back and forth affair, I tell you what. War Maidens are always looking to show out. Nero, trying to snap back the arm. The left arm of Cora now in question. Pain. Nero trying to pull out all the stops herself here. Great counter by Cora. Draping Nero off the ropes here. Gets behind her here. And trying to snap the neck of Nero Helms. Cora Lee diving to the outside again. Giving her a piece of her mind. Their heads look like they bashed into each other. Now tossed back inside the ring. Cora Lee wants to put this matchup away. And now is locked herself in on the comeback train. Off the schoolgirl, pops in her head with a roundhouse. And Cora's fight up here. Got blasted with a forearm to the back of the head. And caught Nero in midair. Counter for counter. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. This time connects with the springboard Enziguri. And now Cora from the top rope wants to fly again. Tight rope into a drop kick. Moved out of the way. Nero, however, roundhouse kick to the side of the head. And once again running with a arm breaker to Cora. And that left arm has been taking significant damage. That's twice now that Cora has been holding at that arm here. Misses with the frog splash and a running knee. A running knee by Cora Lee. And now once again has her up over the shoulder. Takedown. But the right arm is still good. Lariat. Cora now with another tornado kick. Will this be the end for Nero? And it is!
Here's your winner, Cora Lee!
A banger of a match, if I do say so myself. Cora Lee building momentum towards her Gift of Valor Championship match at tenfold. Both Cora and Nero trying to size each other up throughout this entire matchup. And both of these two War Maidens clearly having so much respect for one another, trying to end the other with big move after big move. And this was almost the end for Cora Lee right there off of that ripcord lariat by Nero Helms. But Cora was able to get the shoulder up then. But this back and forth affair just kept on going. For Nero and Cora, the back and forth was swift and fierce. And this would be the end. Another tornado kick for Cora Lee to put down the Helm Dynasty's Nero. Cora Lee could be looking at her first championship within 2 months of being a War Maiden.
trio street fight scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in its Beach, California, Jason Ramirez.
It's main event time here in the Warzone. Jason Ramirez wasn't able to get a single word out when he opened the show here tonight, but it's obvious what he wanted to say. Clearly, he is more than prepared to battle against Mason Rex next week for the VRW Warzone Championship. But Jason Ramirez, with some unexpected help from familiar friends, that being Damian Shelley and Jacob Baker of P&D. Tonight there's so much on the line, and Jason Ramirez is just ready to fight. The match was made official, but the stakes could never be more high. We have never seen a crossover quite like this, a matchup between two teams that are a part of the Tag Team Invitational and two men who will be doing battle for the Warzone Championship. Should Damian and Jacob lose alongside Jason Ramirez, P&D is out of the Tag Team Invitational. But Damian and Jacob are saying that they are prepared to take on the challengers here, coming out now.
And their opponents.
I don't know what kind of influence Mason Rex has over the announcer, but these announcements are outright absurd and outrageous. But unfortunately, they are also undeniable. Mason Rex has brought so much success, not just to himself, but to American Terror as well. Even if American Terror loses this matchup, Mason Rex, Jason Ramirez, that match will not change. That match is official, but don't doubt.
What the hell? And there is a man we were wanting to have questions answered from. Austin Storm is back again in the Warzone. After his malicious assault of Raymond Page last week. What could he possibly have to say now? And look, you see the sledgehammer.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Storm is now a part of the Plan for Gold Land match. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have ourselves a main event to pay attention to. American Terror versus P&D, and the losing team will be out of the Tag Team Invitational at tenfold. High stakes in this matchup. Anything to wear down the competition next week at tenfold. And we are going to see the personification of pack mentality. Ramirez dropping Sawyer. And a Boston Crab, I believe, on Damian Shelley right now. Mason Rex going straight after Jason Ramirez out the get-go. And now pop-up into Hurricanrana. And now Sawyer trying to get the hands with Jason Ramirez here from behind here. Damian. Oh, what a shovel! Damian Troy overshot himself as well. I'm pretty sure he just bashed Sawyer in that exchange. And barrel roll tope by Ramirez to Sawyer. And Mason Rex got caught into a urinary slam. Meanwhile, Dan Troy stuck inside the ring with Jacob Baker and Damian Shelley. Oh, in the air raid neck breaker by Ramirez. It looks like Darren Troy. Oh! Numbers advantage had got to him for a moment there, but Sawyer now back inside the ring. Got caught by Jacob Baker, however. Trying to go for the crucifix bomber, but Sawyer just too powerful. Like I said, American Terror is not a team you can just steamroll over. Darren Troy! Oh! Taking out Baker now, going after Ramirez, but got caught. Meanwhile, Mason Rex trying to take out the more recent arrival in the Warmongers and Damian Shelley. Now tossing him back inside the ring. Now brings his focus back to his opponent at tenfold, Jason Ramirez. Oh, threw him into the turnbuckle post here, and a dragon suplex by Ramirez. And look at the strength there on Darren Troy. We got overpowered by Jacob Baker. Oh! And Ramirez now. And Sawyer is busted open. You can see the blood dribbling down his face here while he's stuck in his crossface. But Sawyer fighting a way out here. Meanwhile, inside the ring, pack mentality by Mason Rex and Darren Troy. As a 2-on-1 against Damian Shelley. Meanwhile, Sawyer getting a sitting treatment by Jason and Jacob. And oh! And Jacob Baker off the side of suplex. As Damian Shelley finds himself back inside the ring and has the shovel back in his arms. Baker off the Northern Lights, and now Damian Shelley taking the shovel. And it's just going after Darren Troy with the shovel again. Tries those shades. Oh! Shades of Austin Storm, and a low blow to Ramirez. Low blow to Ramirez, and the man is down. Damian Shelley having to pick up the pieces here, trying to back up Ramirez as much as he can. Meanwhile, Jacob Baker being laid out by Mason Rex, and now he turns his attention to his opponent at tenfold. And again with the shovel. And Mason Rex trying to put a stop to that, and he does. Now looking for, thought he was going for the Rex Rage, and now, oh, face first to the outside. Now looking for that inverted Boston Crab. And it's just trying to contort and bend the body of Damian Shelley, and Jacob making the save here, but got caught by Sawyer. And once again, this time, oh, face first on the apron. On the hardest part of the ring, Damian went face first and is now caught in that Boston Crab again. And Troy tossing Baker into the ring post again and nails him with a neck breaker. As Mason Rex gets sent back inside the ring here. Damian Shelley tried to go after Darren Troy. Oh! and dropped on that knee as Sawyer now has his hands full with Jason Ramirez. And a shot to the midsection once again by Sawyer. And trying to overpower Sawyer, but it just won't happen. Man's being manhandled right now, but from behind, Jacob Baker. And Baker goes for a ride with a German suplex, being manhandled by Sawyer. And this is indeed a street fight unlike no other. P&D and American Terror trying to bring down the house. At our main event, Shelly is down, Ramirez is reeling, Baker is down, and American Terror is standing strong. And Mason Rex now off the backbreaker again. Damian Shelly, however, back to his feet. However, almost got blasted with some steel chairs. Sorry, some steel stairs, mind you. Match is going crazy, and this time, Damian, steel steps in his hands. And Dan Troy found himself being spiked with a pile driver. There are battles all over the war zone right now, right in front of the VRW Riots, and they're eating up every moment of this main event scene. Again, losing team is out of the Tag Team Invitational. The losing team won't have a say-so until next season for the Tag Team Championships. As Jacob Baker going back and forth with Darren Troy once again now. Tried to go for a German suplex. Jacob able to counter. And an overhand shot by Darren. Now tossing him aside here, but turns his attention to Ramirez and Sawyer. Off the headbutt. Now kick to the midsection here. Once again. Face first on the steel. Boston Crab delivered to Jacob Baker. And his face is this being dragged across the steel right there on the rampway. So much anger, so much pressure going into this matchup here. Ramirez with the power to toss Sawyer. We got the spotlight down on these people as they are beating every living crap out of each other. And now off the Northern Light suplex. But Damian still with a hold of him. Like I said, pack mentality at its finest. P&D now the one standing tall. As Damian now tossing Sawyer aside, but got caught. Sawyer, here he comes. And a spine buster. Now from behind. Frankensteiner on the steel. And a DDT by Ramirez. And Ramirez and Rex are just going back and forth with one another here. Damian, however, inverted figure four locked in. And Sawyer's got no help, nowhere to go, and is trapped. But Sawyer trying to slap away the threat. Found himself out of submission, but right now I just realized that Rex was stuck in a submission himself. Was stuck in a crossface. Stiff forearm. Now back inside the ring goes Rex. And Damian looking to follow. We got caught looking for the Rex Ranger here. And Damian Shelly Pele kick to the back of the dome. The cover, first cover of the matchup here, covered by Damian, a kick out by Mason Rex. What big of an upset would that be for Damian to get the win over Mason Rex? Darren Troy, however, with a brain buster across the knee. But Mason not gonna let Darren get the cover. And instead, these two are going back to the pack mentality ways. But Jason Ramirez, however, Jason back inside the ring. Has him up. Looking for the Endeavor. But meanwhile, on the outside. Big time clothesline by Sawyer. But it kicked to the midsection. Hold on. Darren Troy. Oh! Thought he was going for a brain bust, but instead goes for a sleeper. Sleeper hold locked in. Sleeper is locked in. Could Jason be on the verge of tapping out? Oh! A Sawyer bomb. But Ramirez finds an escape. But got caught dragon suplex by Jason Ramirez. Shelly is down. Jacob is down as well. And Sawyer now back inside the ring. Got caught with a sleep blade, however. And a drop kick and a backbreaker delivered to Ramirez. But Damien now with the table in hand. Oh! Got taken out. Kick to the midsection. Got countered, however. Oh! But from behind, rolling cutter by Darren Troy. Now the cover to put P&D out of the Invitational. And Ramirez able to make the save. Kick to the midsection. The strength of Ramirez with the endeavor. But now the cover, but the referee not paying attention to the cover and instead paying attention to the submission. Saved by Baker. Now the cover is being affected here. Cover. Sawyer able to power out at 2. The referee was so locked in on the submission. Locked in. There's the endeavor again. Here's the cover. Darren Troy made the save, but I think Baker just cost P&D a victory there. And that's definitely going to be something said and brought up by the other members of P&D. DDT by Sawyer. Crucifix blown by Baker. And Damien able to kick out at 2.5. But now Sawyer looking for another Sawyer bomb. Both men are down. Mason Rex off the neck breaker, looking for the American clutch. Double submission. Chicken wing lock by Shelly. But both Shelly and Rex couldn't get either man a tap. But the referee, I don't know what happened to him. What had happened? Sawyer looking for a power slam. Damien able to counter. Sleeper hold by Darren Troy. So much action happening all at once. And Mason Rex going straight after Ramirez again. Sawyer trying to get his bearings back together. And oh, that stop sign? But Sawyer inside the ring with Jacob Baker, both of the most strongest men in this matchup. And Sawyer with a shot to the midsection. Oh, being blasted with an elbow. And oh, great counter by Darren Troy. Perfect setup. Here's a cover for McIntyre to win the matchup here. Ramirez is able to kick out, but Damien Shelly redecorated the furniture on the outside. But oh! Face buster delivered by Damien Shelly. And a pump handle suplex by Ramirez. And oh! Double stomp. And now crossface again. Crossface locked in. But the submission has to be inside the ring if he taps for the victory to count. And Mason Rex able to float himself over. And Damien Shelly tossing Troy back inside the ring. As a brawl ensues on the outside, Darren Troy senses the presence of Jason Ramirez back inside the ring. A jawbreaker by Ramirez trying to put this matchup away. Darren Troy catching the leg, however. Blasted with a forearm from behind. These shots are coming in. Kick to the midsection, countered by Ramirez. Flips him over, and there's a final flash knee. And now gonna toss him into the corner. Meanwhile, on the outside, all 4 members of American Terror and PND duking it out inside the ring. Ramirez has him up, drives him down with a brainbuster on the top turnbuckle. Cover. Jason Ramirez and PND with the victory.
Here are your winners,
Thanks to Jason Ramirez, American Terror have been booted out of the Tag Team Invitational at tenfold. Now it's down to only 4 teams gunning for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. I'm sure that'll be joyous news to Ray Everett and KJ Hunter, since they already declared that they will be the ones representing PND in the Tag Team Invitational. But throughout this matchup, we are seeing just how fierce the competition is going to be moving forward as far as those Tag Team Championships are concerned, and as far as Jason Ramirez is willing to go for the sake of the VRW Warzone Championship. Sawyer busted open. Ramirez bloody but not battered. P&D standing tall, all thanks to the former unsung world champion, Jason Ramirez. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an incredible 7 weeks, and we cap off our season finale next week during VRW Tenfold. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.